Oh, about to get crazy now. Walk the circle, Machan is watching.
Machan, don't matter. Back to the real, you know what I'm saying? We seen the fight. I heard it in the background, he heard it in the background. Question asked if we seen the fight.
Oh,
Did you see the fight?
Absolutely. Someone sent it to me, and as I'm watching it, actually that was the second event that I heard my name being yelled. Knockmeezy's watching, Light Burley's watching. Yeah, we're watching. But we have other things to do, but since
True story.
we're called up into it, then I might as well comment on it. First of all, what we share in common is that we both beat the shit out of Mao Shan, correct?
Definitely.
All right. So we kind of earned the right to speak on this, especially if they're calling our names.
Correct.
This is a typical example of a Kung Fu fantasy going wrong, all right? You would think after you beat him, then I beat him, then he challenged another guy who was a lot smaller. No, him and another guy that's a lot smaller than him fought. He would have learned how to do something that resembled Bagua in his fight. But the fight was only, you know, a couple of weak girly punches, humping on the ground. And it was supposed to be no reps, but they were like controlling it, standing them up, giving them water breaks. I'm just like,
a lot of favoritism.
A lot of favoritism, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I didn't have to deal with that. You didn't have to deal with that. But just to talk about, like, what did you think about that fight?
Well, you know, I always get it correct. Anybody that steps in the square, I always give props to. But then you have those that shouldn't even be in the square. I can't even give them props. Sean is one of these guys. Like, you shouldn't be fighting. You know what I'm saying? You've mastered the art of losing. There's nothing wrong with losing because the lesson's in the loss. But you obviously must be missing the lesson. You keep getting the loss. You know what I'm saying? Right. The fight was sloppy. You know what I'm saying? On both sides. More sloppy on Machan because I seen the training. I seen the training video of him getting ready for the fight.
Yeah, and his student was mopping his ass.
Not only mopping him up. This to me is quintessential fighter stuff. When you're a fighter, what does jump rope mean to a fighter?
Oh, it means everything. It means conditioning. It means timing. It means, you know, that's the core of fight sports is jumping rope. You know, these dudes don't even know how to jump rope.
I seen them jumping rope, and it was like Skip to my Lou. You know what I'm saying? Sally Struthers out there. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know, you're not right there. Tells me you're not. You certain people, they don't even lose in the fight. You see, champions lose in the ring. The imitators lose in the gym, meaning you didn't even do the work to be in the ring.
Right.
You didn't do the work, and you make people such as myself and my homie Knockmeezy who do fight, who do the work, or engage in doing the work, fighting or not, look bad. And once you introduce my name into it, then you know I was leaving it alone. But I gotta call it for what it was. It was a sloppy jalopy affair.
and it's not like I went looking, like I'm subscribed to that channel. I'm not. I have dudes that's emailing me like, yo, did you see this? Pay attention to X amount of minutes because people are calling my name.
But hold on, I don't mean to cut you off. Did you see when he went out the ring though, homie?
Oh, absolutely.
Did you sing out the ring?
I made myself watch the whole thing just so that when I made this commentary, I was coming from a point of knowledge and of someone who actually watched the fight. It's a shame that you still, or people in that organization still have to call my name to rile up fighters to put on a show. With me and you, like, we fight. It is what it is. I don't need somebody yelling someone else's name to get me mad because I don't fight from a point of anger. I don't need another man or another organization to get me ready to fight. We do that in the park, we do that in the ring. You know, but I'm just pleased, Mao Shan, you've done more harm than good for Chinese martial arts. I think really you should hang up your flag, stop teaching, or at least stop fighting. Continue teaching because you do have a good understanding of the techniques, but you cannot apply them.
Game over.
Your boy DJ, your student DJ, is the only one in that organization that does anything that looks like Bagua in the ring. So shout to DJ.
You give him some props.
Yeah, I'll give him props for that because I'm not going to hate on him. He's fighting, and he got more fights than me.
He beat up his teacher.
He beat his teacher up. Like, come on, respectfully, he handled you, son. Like, if you don't understand that, like, you don't ever step in the ring again, my dude.
Hang up the gloves, man.
And I changed the name of that. I changed the name of that fight that we had. I took out all the, you know, exposing a fraud Sifu because at the end of the day, you do have an understanding of Bagua, but you do not know how to apply it into a fight. DJ, can do that. But even let's talk about DJ and Bagua in the ring in general. I mean, I made the analogy that Bagua is more of a more of a principle than actual fighting techniques that work in real time. And I say that because I've never seen it. I've Googled, I've YouTubed a couple of guys in China using Bagua, and they've essentially walked in a circle and then just kind of jumped up, threw a sloppy ass kick and then started walking again. But you have some that mix boxing, jiu-jitsu, everything into it and then call it Bagua, and then they change the name to some sort of other Bagua when
Trying to keep it urban, I think.
Yeah, I think they're trying to keep it urban. But the point is, I'm gonna shout out Emerald right now. If I take chicken soup, right? I'm making chicken soup, then I throw shrimp in it, then I throw crawfish in it, and then I throw potatoes in it. It ain't chicken soup no more, it's called gumbo. You see what I'm saying? So if your Bagua does not look like Bagua in the ring, you're essentially doing mixed martial arts. So if you're doing that, say what it is. Don't say you're still doing Bagua and the shit don't look nothing like Bagua. You got boxing in there, sloppy jiu-jitsu, horrible kicks,
horrible punch.
Just everything is just horrible. And I'm not hating, I'm just saying that I've never seen that proof. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put it back to my man, like,
yeah, I'm gonna cap it off like he said. I haven't seen the proof, and I'm a Bagua man, and I understand Bagua as the art of change, but you won't catch me out here doing none of this. I bring it from here, hands, the change that you're thinking about is more of a mental note to people who already know how to fight. And if you look at the Bagua books, for those that are Bagua followers, it was passed on to people that already know how to fight. How can it be given to Michonne when he doesn't know how to fight? We're talking just